Viewers, if we take a look at the recent history of Burkina Faso, we see a nation that has suffered for decades, plagued by insecurity, poverty, and a lack of basic necessities. This is a country where the sun rises every day, but the light bulb in homes rarely turns on. There are schools, but no fans. There are hospitals, but no ventilators, because there is no electricity. More than 70% of Burkina Faso's population still lives without access to electricity. In urban areas, electricity might come for a few hours occasionally, but in rural areas, people consider electricity a distant dream. Crops are destroyed because there's no water. Businesses shut down, and the youth are forced to leave the country. At night, the darkness does not just fill their homes, it consumes their dreams as well. And the biggest impact of this energy crisis, it's on the economy. Small industries are dead. Factories are silent. Farmers rely on diesel pumps to water their crops. Expensive and unreliable. The country barely has any alternative sources of energy. The little electricity that does exist is either produced through diesel generators or bought at high prices from neighboring countries. In this critical situation, Ibrahim Traoré didn't just recognize the problems. He found a solution. He said, when we have the sun, the wind, the water, then why are we dependent? When we have passion, faith, and the spirit of sacrifice, why should we be slaves? This very thinking gave birth to the Grand Burkina Water and Power Dam. Viewers, this isn't just another infrastructure project. It's a mission to save lives. Because where there is no electricity, there's not just darkness. There's despair, poverty, and ignorance. And to erase this darkness, Ibrahim Traoré took the first bold step. He assembled a small group of brilliant young engineers from the Ministries of Energy, Water, and Defense. In the beginning, the project was codenamed Project X. Files were kept secret. Blueprints were only exchanged by hand. Meetings were held in closed rooms at night. No one knew the dream Ibrahim was quietly building. In the first phase, geographical and water technology experts were sent into the African deserts to locate a natural depression where a dam could be constructed to yield maximum benefit with minimum resources. After months of research, they found it, an ideal location in the northern valleys of Burkina Faso, a naturally low-lying area where, if water could be stored, it would become a safe and sustainable reservoir. It was then that Ibrahim renamed the project the New River of Freedom, because this wasn't just about generating power. It was about freedom, self-sufficiency, and dignity. Ibrahim knew the moment the world discovered this project, powerful nations and institutions would try to stop it. Why? Because a self-reliant African nation is a threat, especially if it controls its own water and electricity. That's why the early phases were given the status of national defense secrecy. The blueprints were kept inside military bases. The land selected for the dam was declared a strategic security zone, accessible only to special forces. Now, let me tell you what this dam truly is. According to experts, the dam is 1,600 meters long and 160 meters high. That's as tall as a 50-story building, and so long that your eyes would tire before you see the end. But this isn't just any dam. It's a roller-compacted concrete gravity dam. The same cutting-edge technology used in the world's strongest and most durable dams. The reservoir behind it can store up to 60 billion cubic meters of water. That's enough to supply the entire country for years. Inside the dam, 12 modern French turbines are being installed. Together, they'll generate nearly 5,000 megawatts of electricity every year. That's more than twice the country's current total energy production. This means homes, factories, schools, and hospitals will all be powered. And not just powered, but with affordable, clean, and homegrown electricity. The turbines are split between two power stations on the left and right side of the dam. Why? So if one side needs maintenance, the other continues running, ensuring uninterrupted energy for the entire nation. But this is not just about power. This dam will be the lifeline of Burkina Faso's agriculture, industry, and exports. When power is cheap and reliable, factories work day and night. Farmers irrigate their fields. New industries are born. Another revolutionary feature, a smart water management system. It will automatically monitor water flow, temperature, and pressure, reducing human error to near zero. But electricity only brings light. The real essence of life is hidden in water. Burkina Faso's tragedy is that farmers always look up praying for rain. Sometimes rain never came. Crops died. Other times it came too hard. Floods destroyed the fields. But this dam aims to end that cycle. It's not just a dam. It's the foundation of new canals, irrigation systems, and agricultural transformation to distribute this water across the country. The government launched the Green River Project project. Millions of hectares of barren land will be made cultivable. Land that only grew sand will now grow wheat, rice, vegetables, and fruit. Modern drip irrigation and smart sprinklers, technologies used in countries like Israel, are being introduced so that less water produces more crops. This isn't just about greening land. It's about making the farmer proud again. The government has announced subsidies for registered farmers. Seeds, fertilizers, and solar water pumps will be provided at low cost. That day is not far when Burkina Faso will not only feed itself, but also export food to the world. And the most important thing, when there's water in the fields, the youth won't migrate to cities. They'll work their own land. Unemployment will fall. Poverty will decline. Food prices will stabilize. To further support farmers, the government will also establish agricultural training centers, teaching modern techniques, so that farmers won't just be traditional growers, but true experts. The day is near when Burkina Faso's green flag will wave across endless fields, and when the world will no longer call Africa dependent, but hardworking and dignified. Viewers, this wasn't just a story of a dam. It was a realization of a dream, the struggle of a nation, and the vision of a leader, a man who took power with a gun, but won hearts with service, passion, and vision. Now the question is for you. Do you believe this project can transform Burkina Faso? Can it prove to the world that Africa is not dependent, but self-reliant? Or is it all just a beautiful illusion that will fade with time? Tell us your thoughts in the comments, because your voice matters in the struggle too. And if you want us to keep bringing you the untold stories of Africa, the Islamic world, and hidden corners of our globe, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon, and share this video. Because where there is darkness, light only comes when someone dares to ask, someone dares to dream, and someone dares to speak out.